In the time it takes you to watch this video, thousands of personal records will be stolen. That's not per day, that's per minute. So, what does that actually mean? You're finally feeling secure. You've learned all about encryption, the secret code that protects your data. Your iMessages are end-to-end encrypted. You use a VPN to encrypt your public Wi-Fi. Your bank uses HTTPS. Your data is locked up tight, right? But here's the problem. You aren't the only one holding your data. What about the airline you flew last month? The online store where you bought shoes? The social media site you signed up for in 2015? They all have copies of your name, email, phone number, and maybe even your credit card. What happens when their security fails? At Teleris, this is what we live and breathe. We build intelligent systems and advanced AI agents that act as 24/7 digital watchtowers for companies. Their entire job is to hunt for threats before a breach happens, monitoring millions of data points for any sign of a crack in the wall. We protect their databases so you don't have to worry about your data. You can visit us at Teleris.com to see how. Today, we're exploring what happens when those walls fail. This is a data breach, and we have tons of videos of data breaches on our Cyber Stories channel. You just click the link in the description or wait till the end of this video to see them and learn from them. Let's use a simple, real-world analogy. Imagine your favorite online store keeps all its customer information, your name, address, email, and password, in a big, locked metal filing cabinet in their back office. A data breach is just the digital version of a burglar breaking into that office, picking the lock on that cabinet, and walking out with every single file. It is the intentional or unintentional release of secure or private confidential information to an untrusted environment. It's not just one person's file. It's the entire database, often containing millions of user records, that gets stolen all at once. The data stolen can be anything. Personal info, your full name, email address, phone number, and home address. Financial info, credit card numbers, bank account details. Sensitive info, social security numbers, passport numbers, medical records, authentication info, usernames, and, most importantly, passwords. Why do they keep happening? The three main culprits. If everyone is using encryption like we talked about, how do these breaches keep happening? It almost always boils down to one of three failures. 1. The malicious attack. The burglar. This is what you probably think of. A sophisticated hacker or a criminal organization actively targets a company. They might find a vulnerability in the company's website, like an unpatched piece of software. Or, more commonly, they trick an employee. They send a phishing email to an employee, steal their password, and use it to walk right in the front door and unlock the filing cabinet from the inside. 2. The simple accident. The open window. This is the most embarrassing and shockingly common reason. A developer at the company is working on the database and accidentally misconfigures a setting, leaving the entire filing cabinet on the digital sidewalk with no lock on it. The data isn't stolen so much as it's found by automated scanners that are constantly crawling the internet looking for these open windows. 3. The insider threat. The disgruntled employee. Sometimes the person stealing the data already has the key. A disgruntled employee who is about to quit, or a former employee whose access was never revoked, decides to copy the entire customer database on their way out to sell it or just to cause chaos. Remember Edward Snowden? This is the most important part to understand. Your data is not stolen so the hacker can buy shoes on your account. It's stolen so it can be sold. Step 1. The sale. The hacker bundles up the millions of stolen records, the breach, and sells them on the dark web. Step 2. The buyers. Other criminals buy these massive lists, often for pennies per 1,000 accounts. Step 3. The attack. Credential stuffing. This is the real danger. The buyers take your email and password from the breach and use automated software, bots, to try that exact same combination on hundreds of other more valuable sites. They try it at your bank. They try it on your Gmail. They try it on Amazon. They try it on PayPal. They are stuffing your old stolen credentials into new sites, betting that you are one of the 65% of people who reuse the same password everywhere. This is how a minor breach from an old forum you don't even use anymore suddenly leads to your bank account being emptied.
It's a scary domino effect, isn't it? If you're starting to understand why password reuse is so dangerous, do me a favor and hit that like button. And be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single video in our security series. It's not just about passwords. Now, these criminals have a very specific, verified list of personal information. They can launch highly effective spear phishing attacks. Instead of a generic Dear Customer email, you'll get one that says, "Hi Alex, we're writing to confirm your recent order from shoestore.com. There was a problem with your payment payment method. Please click here to re-enter your credit card details. It looks real. It has your name. It knows what you bought. It's a trap, and it's far more likely to work. If the breach was really bad and included your social security number and date of birth, the criminals now have the keys to the kingdom. They don't need to guess your identity. They can become you, opening new credit cards in your name, taking out loans, and causing years of financial damage. A data breach isn't a single event. It's the starting gun for a dozen other more personal crimes. Let's bring it back. Today, we learned that you are only as secure as the weakest company you trust. We learned that a data breach is a digital burglary, where the entire filing cabinet of customer data is stolen. It happens for three main reasons: hackers, the burglar, accidents, the open window, and insiders, the angry employee. And finally, we learned the real danger isn't the breach itself, but what happens after. Your data is sold on the dark web and used in credential stuffing attacks and spear phishing campaigns, which can lead to total identity theft. So how do you even know if your data is out there? Here's your action plan. Go to the trusted website to check. Type in your email address. It will cross-reference it against a massive database of known breaches and tell you which ones your data has been found in. Now, when you see your email on that list, and you probably will, your first reaction will be panic. Don't. Panic is not a plan. You need a checklist. What do you do right now? What's the very first step? Do you change your password, freeze your credit, call your bank? In what order? In our next video, we're giving you that emergency action plan. The title of the action is, I'm in a data breach. What do I do now? Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever gotten that scary email? We're writing to inform you that our systems have been compromised. Let's talk about the scariest one you've ever received in the comments below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.